Hello and welcome. We're going to play Mini Metro today. Haven't been playing this game for quite some time, so let's see what happens. I don't know if I'm good still, because I had 2215 in the London map the last time I played it, or the best time I played it, and it seems like it would be nice to have a look at it once more. So let's see what happens. So as usual, we are starting with the three symbols: square, triangle, and circle. And as far as I remember, the square is quite the tricky one, I think, because the square is actually very rare. So it only pops up like 2, 3, or a couple of times. And so the iteration of the symbols is quite nice to have it in a non-repetitive way. So if I would extend this yellow line to this one, we're going here, and this one has most likely, or has to have a non-circle symbol for the next symbol. So the next one that is going, so the train that is going in this direction won't have the next one really leading to something helpful for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why we want to have it in a non-repetitive way. We will cancel this out anyways, because as we have seen, I couldn't extend the yellow line here. This is because of the yellow line, because I don't have any tunnels anymore. But now we should still, or again, get some tunnels. And what I like to do, which I didn't see in a couple of YouTubers that I have been watching, rearranging the line, so there won't be a sharp angle that the trains have to take, and this will help enormously when it comes to efficiency. So let's see. Okay, we have 2 trains already used. Yeah, let's take a train and a carriage or a line. I think I'm going with the line because we only have a couple of tunnels, and having one more line will help us decrease the amount of tunnels that we use. Because for instance, in the yellow line we need 2 tunnels here, but if I'm removing this one, it's only 1 tunnel anymore, and this one is 1 tunnel as well. Yeah, but you will get the point later on, I think. So I'll speed it up a little bit by hitting the right arrow key. Okay, here we can optimize a little bit and slow it down again. Okay, let's do this in between here. So there would be a nice tunnel, I think, but we only have 0 tunnels left. So we have to have a look how to manage that. Okay. There's the first unique symbol. The unique symbols are quite tricky, since if this symbol appears here in the queue of this one, it has to be transferred over here and then up here by the blue line as well, which might seem easy but is quite tricky. Anyways, okay, so we can't optimize this one here because it would need a tunnel actually. So the first 100 is done. let's see how we move along. Interesting. I think I'm going to optimize this one a little bit, maybe. Oh yeah, this one needs a triangle anyways. So we took the locomotive, and now we are going for the carriage, because we have a locomotive and we have one line left, but we don't have a carriage, so let's take the carriage instead of the line. And let's have a look which one is getting filled up. I don't think I need to place the carriage right now. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we have another square, which is quite handy. Especially if we do it like this. I don't know. Seemed better in my head than it seems on the board. Okay. So now it's getting tricky already. Because we have here, for instance, 3 circles in a row. I don't really like having 3 circles in a row. So let's try it like this. The yellow line is also the most driven on, with 2 trains so far, which can care for 2 circles in a row quite easily. There would be a tunnel would be really nice over here. Let's put the carriage here to this one, because it's only in one direction and it has to turn around all the time. If we use a second one, this one might... Ooh, now it's getting really tricky. I think I'm going to start the 4th line. So I'll pause here for a second. What I wanted to say is, yeah, using a carriage here is quite handy, I think, because if we don't use the carriage and place one of the other locomotives on it, they will actually block each other. So they will leave a little bit of space in between each other to not kind of overtake one another. So they can be on the other side of the lane, so one can go into this direction and the other one into the other, but they can't overtake each other, as far as I remember. Okay. Now let's see how we move on. We have already 214 passengers, and the 4th week has passed. Or are we in the 4th week? I don't know anymore. Okay, let's take another carriage and the locomotive. Here's another unique symbol. I'll take this one here with the blue line and grab... Actually, I will extend the blue line up until here, because you can see it's very smooth over here. And additionally, we can place one into the other direction, because it's a very long line already. Ooh, but if you look down here, it's not getting any easier. Let's do it like this. With the blue line, the thing is, so we have we have the second square over there, which is really nice, because then we don't have to, those 2 circles in between can just dump their squares in both directions. So see here, both trains will get rid of their squares. Here there's 4 triangles on it, which is also nice to get rid of. Okay, we're about 300 passengers. The number's still rising. The red train is quite well adjusted with 2 carriages. So if we get a couple of items over here, oh yeah, just like I called for it. Yeah. If we get another tunnel, that would be really, really nice. Just to get across this part of the channel. Otherwise, I think I might consider getting rid of the yellow line, maybe, or extending it. Okay, I'll take another line, and now we will rebuild the whole thing, or at least the red part. I think I'll keep this. Yeah, looks good like this anyways. Okay, sorry. Muting the mobile phone. Okay. So where are we? I think that looks quite nice so far. And we have one line with one locomotive left. And the tunnel. We saved the tunnel over here. I think I can also shorten this one. Yeah, that looks good. Using the tunnel for the red line. Okay, we're here already. There's some sounds that signalize normally some accumulation of symbols, but actually it seems kind of smooth right now. 420 passengers. So I haven't been playing this game for quite some time. I think half a year or a year. But I got quite addicted to it when it first came out. It's a really nice meditative game, especially with the sounds. The music is really relaxing. I think I could be no. It looks quite nice. The blue line is completely empty. The bright blue is also not really in use. Could even remove it maybe. But I don't. Could actually do this. Week 6, another locomotive. I think I'm going with the interchange because just because. Let's have a look. I never got really into the usage of interchanges. Maybe I'm not that much of a pro gamer, but they seem kind of odd to me to some in most situations, because normally they are very handy if a lot of lines are going through one point, like the square here. But the thing is, after some time you get other squares like those two we got over here, so the red line won't be dumping anything here anyways. The others don't seem too overcrowded either. But I'll put this over here. And I'll try this out just to make this an interchange. And I found some use for the bright blue line. Yeah, actually this is a good design, at least it seems to me, since we have 3 of the unique symbols being covered by the bright blue line, which is really nice, especially since the bigger square, this interchange, which will switch passengers quite instantly, as you see that they're passing by way faster. So all of the passengers can get out in one amount of time that is normally used for one passenger. This is really handy. It would be even handier if we would have the carriages on here. So there's more exchange going on. But we're already in week 7. And it's not really necessary right now, but the interchange is a really nice thing, especially for those, as we said, those 3 unique symbols, which have to be passed on from every corner of the map until they can end up here, instead of just being the next circle, triangle, or square. So we have a line left and 2 locomotives. So I'll tend to get the next interchange. But, a big but, because if we get a lot of new symbols now, new stations, it could be quite difficult. Yeah. I'll tend to take the line because I want to have a line next time. And if we get a tunnel, I will take the tunnel instead. I'll take the line. Okay. So already over 750. We actually are around 770 passengers right now. That's quite nice. And my high score so far was 2,200, as we've seen before. Ooh, another square. And we get some problems here. As you can see here, it's already about time to take action over here. Aha, this one was filled up with unique symbols, which is quite obvious. Okay, let's have a look how we can manage to okay. I'll have to pause for a second, since we have to arrange quite some items. Okay, let's do this. Some optimization so we don't have to wait for a lot of crossings. I think I'd take one of the carriages, put it on the green line, since this will get quite long. I like to do those, or I liked, since I didn't really play for a long time so far. Oh, this one is really tricky. Let's fix this like that right now, but we will change it later on anyways. So there's plenty of stuff going on. So what I like to do, as I mentioned before, is doing something like this here. It's doing something like a shortcut, so to speak, between some unique symbols across the line, to help with the exchange of symbols from one end to the other, because they tend to really pile up in the trains and block a lot of passengers that could be taken from one spot to the next. But if this train, for instance, gets filled up with some unique symbols, they will have to end up until here or here to be transferred by the next line and then the next line, and then they just get to their destination. And the green line really solves that problem somehow. Okay, so now we have a line and a carriage. We take the carriage because we still have this line not really being completely filled up with stuff so far. Okay. So this is really concerning right now. I think I will add a carriage here. So this train can now pick up all of the symbols here. Aha, and I can't dig in here. What's also concerning to me is this line, because if we would have a tunnel, it would be really handy to just get over here, for instance, and use a square to dispose of our items. But maybe I should really consider doing a complete or at least partial redesign. Excuse me, I'm quite yeah. I'm a little bit sick right now, so but nothing serious. Okay, I'll do it like this because I just disentangled the circle from up over here, because it's a little bit less inefficient. Only having 2 of the circles is way better than having 3 on the red line, and here we only have 2 in this stage. Ooh, our symbols are piling up here. Where do they have to go? These ones are going up here. So this could be covered by the green line, which would be really, really nice. Because otherwise the red line will be overcrowded each time. Also the red line is not really in use so much. I think I'm going to place a second red line here. Okay, I have to reconsider a complete mashup of this, of all the lines. I think this is good, since we get 1 tunnel back. The red one is not really feeling good right now. I mean, I could really try to want to redesign some stuff. What I did here is taking the green line out of there, because there's a lot of handling going on here. And the green line needs to pass by this star but maybe not right about here. It's better to get down to the square in the bottom, since as you can see here, there's a lot of exchange going on for the unique symbols of the yellow line, some of the blue line, and the dark blue line, bright blue and the dark blue. And these ones will get carried up by that train. If we are lucky, yeah, it should be working out quite well. Let's have a look. We are at 1100. It's quite a good score for my first game after half a year, I think. Anyways, but let's go on. So the red one is coming here. This is where a very crucial part over here right now. And it's getting filled up, but not completely. So, what to do next? How do we get this triangle in there? Let's get it moving a little bit longer. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of piling up going on. It's already Saturday, so we get a new locomotive very soon. But 1,200. Ah, there's so much piling up going on here. It might be ending quite soon. I think I have to do some major fixes. The yellow line is not really filled up anyways. Okay, we have some tunnels, but we could also be using the line. Since we cover the southern part, the lower part of the river anyways, the Thames. That's really a tough one. If I take 2 tunnels, I could extend the pink line up there, for instance, to around up here. I think I take 2 tunnels, yeah. Because we still haven't let's see. Is that working out? Okay. Let's get rid of this red part. So the red line is getting smaller. Then I think I have to still go through this one, but maybe with a different one. It's only one here, one there. But if I'm losing this one, I'm also losing one of my tunnels. Which is not too good either. I could, yeah, I will rearrange that. Oh, that's good. I have to have the square up here. This kind of diamond shape. So the green one is connecting quite some symbols, but not really so many unique ones. It's only 3. And we're going through the whole interchange, the main interchange. But what would really be nice is using the dark blue line better, because this one was overcrowded already. The yellow one is also not too efficient, I assume. I fear. Shorten the yellow one. I think I will do this and add a cart, a carriage to the pink one. Okay, now we are in deep trouble, as it seems. This one is overcrowded, that one is overcrowded. We can't move with the second line over here. This is difficult too. Oh, I think the silent and slow death of Mini Metro is coming to us. It's getting a little better right now, but I'm not trusting it too much. So we are around 1,500 soon. Boy, it would be so nice to have a new high score. Will I make it? One five. Okay, now it's getting really tough. I have to reconsider some stuff. So we have to But red is really filled up already too. So that's not good. It's not efficient. Not efficient enough. I think I have to risk it over here until Sunday, because maybe we get another line. Just to get another tunnel for doing this efficiency part. I'll get rid of that one. And then we have way less stations to go through with the pink line. But what to do with those down there? It's quite a tough situation. Let's see how it turns out. Oh, even more symbols. We have already 3 in the line here. I really would like to have another line and tunnels to really redo a lot of stuff over there. I think I will do this. Oh, this one won't get emptied out completely. I have to fix this one just for now, because we're in deep trouble. Okay, we got another line. That's good already. But where to place it? So first, I'm going to get rid of 1 tunnel, 2 tunnels maybe. Yes. And I'm using the last line. Okay. It's very tricky. It's not very well thought through, I think. But we're at 1,600. It's not too bad. Excuse my coughing. Okay, this one is getting overloaded right now, but why? Maybe we can help out through this one. Okay, this one is getting there. Now there's a lot of micromanagement, I think. That one is very tricky over here. I think I need to take a carriage for the brown one. The brown line. I have to go through this with the pink line as well, because otherwise I'm going to die a very certain death in a couple of seconds. This was clearing everything out. That was a quite easy fix up here. And I will take this carriage for that brown line. The brown line is getting stuffed with items very fast. I'll refix the pink one to not go through that. Okay, the blue one is filled up, the bright blue one. Okay, let's take another carriage and another cart. So which of our lines is not optimized well enough? I think I have to go through I have to extend the green line quite drastically, I think. This could help out. Okay, here, because this sound indicates normally there's some cues piling up. And here, the red line. Okay, what do we have here? We have the pluses that have to go here. They have to actually travel quite some distance, which was first fixed, as you remember, in the very beginning by doing a green line right across, and now it's gone. Now these are piling up as expected, and also the stars are piling up. But why the stars? Stars could be taken by this line, this carriage. Maybe it won't get emptied completely here. Let's see. Okay, wow, we have nearly a new record on this level. Ah, so many circles. This is horrible. So many circles. Not do it. Here. Oh yes, I think we definitely beat the old record. Ha ha ha. That's quite nice. It's already a nice feeling because I'm not under pressure anymore internally. But I still want to have more. 2,300. Yes. But now the piling up is speeding up right now. Ooh. Ooh. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to die quite soon. Can't really do much, I assume. Ooh, we got another chance. What I'm going to do is connect this one there, and we have 1/3 another train. I think I have to use it somewhere around here just to take all those left pieces. But we don't have a triangle in that line anymore, which is very bad. Because we really need a triangle in that line. I'll go through the unique one here. The triangle has to be done. The unique one too. Yeah, let's see. So this one should clear that part out, but here we are quite stuck. Yeah, I think this will be it, folks. We have too many stations with piling up passengers, but we might crush the 500 line. Yes, we did it. Let's see until we're done. How many were it? New record, 2,527. So that's quite nice. Yes, a new best. So that's it, folks. First of maybe a lot of games. Let's have a look. If you want to see more, tell me about it. If you want to give me some tips or the others some tips, tell me as well, and us all. And if you want to see me playing some other games, just write it down below in the comments. Hope to see you soon, and bye.